Hello, my name is Kimberly Oder, and I am from Red Lion, Pennsylvania. I am currently a York College of Pennsylvania student studying to earn my bachelor's degree in both middle level and special education. I've known since the age of 7 that I wanted to become a teacher when I grew up because I had a great teacher to learn from at home. My mother is a teacher in York City and has been a huge influence on my journey to become a teacher. Aside from learning from my mom, I have had many great teachers that have helped me grow in multiple facets of my life. I want to help my students grow like my teachers helped me by supporting them as a mentor and a teacher. I have learned through my field experiences that the classroom is ever-changing and so is the technology being used in them. I remember towards the end of my high school career, some classrooms were starting to become equipped with smart boards, Elmo projectors, and a couple laptop carts. My school experiences with technology were very limited compared to today's classroom. I was honestly surprised to see just how much has changed in the few years that I have been out of school. I did not realize how much technology has influenced and changed the appearance of lessons, classroom layouts, and the overall school experience until I recently entered the classroom again. As teachers, it is important to stay up to date on the technology trends that are impacting education. One of the newest technology trends that has been controversial is the idea of mass customized learning. Mass customized learning is a teaching style in which the instruction is tailored to each student's needs and interests. Technology helps make this mass customization possible through personalized digital learning. Dan Gordon of the Technological Horizons in Education Journal suggests that much time, collaboration, and assessment of resources is needed before implementing mass customized learning in schools. He also believes it's necessary to plan and anticipate potential challenges and proactively address them before implementation. Mass customization is a new way of looking at teaching and learning that can be intimidating to those who do not understand it. However, the future is filled with new ideas and practices that we must embrace with openness in order to progress. Another trend in technology is closing the digital divide. Cecilia Kang of the New York Times says that United States history is marked by modernization and leaving no one behind. This quote is true about many aspects of our American history, but also rings true in the fight of closing the digital divide in our country. Many students are at a disadvantage as lower-income households have less access to internet, which means that their ability to use the technological tools given to them by the school is limited. According to the Pew Research Center, only 40% of people who make less than $30,000 a year have access to broadband internet. This may seem like a decently high percentage, however, it still shows that less than 50% of low-income families have access to the internet. Closing the gap between access to digital devices like computers, iPads, and to internet access is one of the most important technology trends today. I have seen the effects of the digital divide on my students in my field placements, and it not only affects them academically but socially as well. Technology will be ever present in all aspects of our students' lives, so closing the divide will benefit our students in more ways than one. The International Society for Technology and Education, or ISTE, is a non-profit organization that provides technology standards for both students and teachers. These standards help guide teachers to understand how technology should be incorporated in their classroom. Each standard covers a different goal that is reached through implementing technology in multiple ways. I believe that one of the most important ISTE standards for teachers is number 1, which is facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. I believe that allowing students to pick the medium and delivery method to display their ideas is important to help foster their creativity, and technology allows them to do so. Technology is already an important part of our students' lives, so incorporating that into the classroom in an academic way is both logical and beneficial to the students and the teachers. I believe that using the ISTE standards along with the state standards will help create more diverse lessons that allow students to display their work in new and innovative ways. I believe that each student learns in their own way, and that it is important to acknowledge that there is no one-size-fits-all way of teaching. I find myself following the multiple intelligences learning philosophy, and I believe that technology will allow me as a teacher to differentiate my lessons to better accommodate my students in both the general education and special education classroom. I believe that creating lessons that use technology to touch upon each learning style will benefit my students and create a more engaging and creative classroom. Using technology to teach students in both the synchronous and asynchronous environment has become increasingly important. One of the synchronous teaching tools that I find beneficial to use is called Nearpod. Nearpod is an interactive presentation tool that allows its users to project information to any web-enabled device. The presentations that you can create with Nearpod mimic a traditional PowerPoint presentation, but with interactive features that are great for teachers. Nearpod presents live results of students' work as they answer multiple choice and open-ended questions, along with drawing activities and Google field trips around the world. Nearpod allows teachers to present information to students in a more interactive way, which helps reinforce the content more successfully than the traditional method of reading a PowerPoint verbatim to the class. I also believe that implementing technology outside of the classroom is just as important as inside. One of the asynchronous technology tools that I plan to use is called Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is a website that allows users to create or use existing videos to customize them by editing, overlaying audio, and adding questions throughout the video to use as a lesson or presentation. Edpuzzle is a way that teachers can teach a concept or skill while not actually being face-to-face with their students. My favorite part of Edpuzzle is that you can use it to create flipped lessons as a preface to a lesson you will teach the next day, or to help reinforce the content. Technologies like Edpuzzle are making it easier to bring the classroom to the students, rather than the students to the classroom. I know using technology in the classroom will not only excite and interest my students, but will also benefit them educationally too. That is why technology will be a welcome tool in my classroom, as I have seen the positive impact it is making in schools already. I also plan to stay up to date on technology trends to better prepare my students for the ever-changing world around them. I believe that our duty as teachers is to not only prepare our students to perform well in school now, but in life after school, and one way to do so is to prepare them for the technology-filled world that they live in.